Hi, Susan Gardner here from Municipal World, the 2018 AMO conference in Ottawa, Ontario. Joining me is Michael Fenn from Strategy Corp. Strategy Corp is just about to release their 2018 Municipal CAO survey, and I've asked Michael to join us here and maybe share some of the highlights, some of the surprises from the 2018 survey.
Thanks, Susan. We appreciate the opportunity to talk a little bit about it, and we also appreciate the cooperation we've had from municipal CAOs from coast to coast to coast on collecting information and feeding it back to them. A couple of interesting things turned up. Certainly, we're at it's almost an inflection point with social media. There are a number of things that municipal CAOs are doing to try and make that a more productive engagement with the community. Some are really going into it full bore and using it often to displace some more traditional forms of communication with the public and in public engagement. In other places, they're trying to put up some framework so that the experience is positive and we don't get the kind of bullying and those kinds of outcomes that you see in other areas. So that was interesting, and I think there's lessons to be learned in that area. We're seeing some really positive things in the area of reconciliation. People are working with their local First Nations communities and regional First Nations tribes and with Indigenous communities generally, and that's been a very engaging exercise, and people have learned a lot from it, and they're relying increasingly on traditional learnings and on recognition of Indigenous values in some of the decision making that's going on in local communities. Social issues prove to be more prominent than we have seen in the past. People are concerned about things like the opioid crisis, about the implications of legalizing cannabis, and a whole range of other social issues such as affordable housing in tight housing markets. And those are areas that CAOs, who are often traditionally involved in planning and hard service delivery, are increasingly looking to develop their skills in areas of soft services. And then finally, there's a war for talent. People are recognizing that demographics are going to mean we need to look at new talent coming into the community, of maintaining the record of what has been done well, but also bringing in young people with new ideas and new ways of doing things, and how that should be managed effectively to make sure that the municipalities benefit from that new effervescent, youthful approach to delivering policy and service delivery.
Okay, so it sounds like there's a lot of new insights and information this year that has come to the fore.
That's a good observation, because we thought, this is the third time we've done this, and we've looked at somewhat different audiences each time, and so we were wondering whether there was much new under the sun, but it's been very rich, the kind of feedback we got, and I think those who read the survey, which is going to be released this week, will find it quite enlightening, and we encourage people to review it and give us their feedback, and recognizing that this is a cross-section, not everybody, and there may be different points of view out there.
Okay, so you can find the information when it comes out on the Strategy Corp's website.
Certainly, and we'll certainly make sure that Municipal World has the links that you need to make your readership aware of what we have found.
Okay, that's great. Susan Gardner for Municipal World. We share your stories.